I just put these TMR sticks in this Xbox Series controller and I'm going to show you how I did it. Big thanks to Jim over at Aknes for sending me these along with 2 other pairs to try out. I'm a big fan of Aknes, and if you want to check them out, I've included their website in the description. I do want to say up front that this mod is not easy, and even though I've done other mods in the past like replacing sticks in this Xbox Elite Series 2 and some GameCube Pico Boot mods, I still made some mistakes. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more mods, repairs, and reviews, consider subscribing and hitting the like button. Okay, that's enough yapping, let's get into it. Alright, so to start off, I took the side grips off using some prying tools. It definitely feels like they might snap when you do this, but just be patient and they'll pop off. Once they're removed, there are 2 screws on each side and 1 hidden under the battery cavity tape that need to be removed. I lost my T8 screwdriver bit, so I used a T9 and was careful not to strip these screws. After they're out, the face and back plates come off easily. Inside there are 2 Bluetooth antennas that need to be unplugged and 4 wires connected to the rumble motors on each side that need to be desoldered from the motherboard. This is where I made my first mistake, but we'll come back to that later. Once everything is detached, there are 2 smaller T6 size screws that need to be removed here and here. There's also this headphone jack that comes out near the bottom and the stick caps too. Now that the motherboard is isolated, it's time to add some flux and fresh solder to the joystick joints. This step is really important because the factory solder is hard to melt and adding more solder helps it flow. Once all the joints were soldered up, I added some heat-resistant Kapton tape to protect the board from getting too hot. Then I used my hot air gun to warm the joints and carefully pry the old joystick out from the bottom. This is probably the most difficult part of the mod and where the most things can go wrong. Then it's just the same process for the other side. Flux and add solder to the pins, add tape, heat it up, and pry the sticks out. Even though I added that tape, a small chip still got desoldered and fell off. Thankfully, it soldered back on pretty easily, but next time I'll probably turn the temperature down a little bit. Next, I cleared the holes using my solder sucker to make room for the new sticks. This is another step that requires patience and may even need some more fresh solder to make it easier. I also like to clean the board with a little 99% isopropyl alcohol once I'm done. Once they were all clear, I dropped the new sticks in and firmly pressed them to the board. Some people do this sideways to keep the sticks flush, but mine were nice and tight, so I just flipped the board and soldered them in. Everything was looking good, so I started reassembling the controller to test it out. That's when I noticed my mistake from earlier. When I pried this Bluetooth antenna off, it ripped it from the board because I wasn't gentle enough. It won't resolder, so I decided to just tear it off and keep it out of the way. I didn't resolder the rumble motors back in or add the mic input because I just wanted to test this controller out and see if it worked. Thankfully, once I plugged the controller in, it appeared right away in the Xbox Accessories app. Here, I recalibrated both sticks, and when they were looking pretty good, I reopened the controller to solder the rumble motors back in and attach the mic input. Xbox controllers use their own wireless connection, so even though I removed one of those Bluetooth antennas, I was still able to connect the controller to my Xbox just fine. I tested the rumble, which worked great, and recalibrated the sticks one more time before testing their linearity. My best results showed 449 data points and a 465 point resolution. That's fairly low for TMR sticks, but it's still not bad at all. Then I opened up Gamepad Tester and checked the circularity. The left stick looks really good with a 2.9 average error, but the right stick is a bit wonky with a 10.3% average error and some uneven shading. I'm unsure if these results are due to my installation or if the right stick is just a little bit faulty. But even with the less than perfect right stick, everything felt really smooth in Call of Duty. The sticks feel much more precise than the standard potentiometers, and hopefully they never drift. I do wish I had extra back buttons on this controller though, so maybe we'll do that for the next mod video. Other than the right stick, my only real gripe with this kit are the thumbsticks themselves. They grind up against the sides of the faceplate and already left some black marks. They feel a bit gritty when you circle them around too, which I don't love. But thankfully, it's just the thumbsticks with this issue, and I can easily swap those out. Overall, this was such a fun mod to do, and even though I made some mistakes, I'm really glad it was a success. I'm also excited to check these other sticks out and record more mods in the future. If you dig this sort of content and want to see more, consider subscribing and hitting the like button. My current goal is to hit 1,000 subscribers, and I plan on doing a big giveaway once I do. Thanks again to Jim over at Aknes for sending me these sticks, and I'll see you guys next time.